The other day, there was a woman selling yarn on Facebook. She had totes of it. She could no longer do it because of failing eyesight, and she was selling her yarn for cheap. And I've seen yarn in the stores, and I didn't want to pay those prices, but Ruth has been crocheting, and my mother used to crochet, and once upon a time, I knew how to make a pot holder. So I thought, why not? She had these beautiful skeins with colors and sweet, sweet, soft textures, and so I got a bunch because I figured, I'll be all in, and it's cheaper. And then I realized I don't really know how to crochet, but it can't be that hard, right? My mom made Afghans upon Afghans. Each of my 12 cousins got one. Each of my siblings and I have one, plus countless others that she made and gave away. So I thought I could do this. So I asked on Facebook about some help, and folks say, try YouTube. And so I did, and I could do the daisy chain. I could do that, the single stitch first. And then I watched to try and do this sort of fan one, and it was really hard. And then I had to go back and sort of learn, because she said use a double stitch, but I didn't know how to do a double stitch. And so I learned how to do a double stitch, but here I am just sort of poking along, eking it by one at a time. My mother was so fluid. Anybody that you watch who really knows what they're doing, they just do it so seamlessly, so quickly. They don't even hardly have to do this, but I'm like adjusting and counting and recounting and looking and remembering, oh yeah, I forgot to put my yarn over again. And then I pass it through and I do it again. And I feel so utterly clumsy at it. And for me, that's kind of the point. Not to feel clumsy at it. I really hate feeling clumsy, but it's a good reminder that it's good to try things, do new things where we're not so confident and capable, because that's where I like to dwell, is where I'm really good, right? Who among us wants to be clumsy or flaw-filled? But to really understand and to teach well, it's good to remember just how awkward it feels and how many times we have to be reminded, yes, first I do the overstitch, then I find the new loop, I pass it through. Those of you that know how to crochet, you're seeing this, and it's painful, right? Because it's not so hard, at least not once you have the rhythm of it. And again, like all things, I sort of look at this in light of theological tasks, right? Whenever we do a new thing, we try a new discipline or a new practice, if we haven't done it regularly or recently or ever, we're going to be clumsy. Not because we're failures, not because we're not smart, but because learning new things is hard, especially when they require some sort of dexterity and knowledge. And certainly YouTube can teach us thousands upon thousands of things, but really there's nothing quite like having a human teacher to show us the tricks, and the secrets and the things that say, well, this will make it a lot easier. Why are you working so hard that way? If you just did it this way, it would be simple. Now I'm hung up and I can't even move. It's okay. It's okay if you're trying new things, if you're trying these spiritual disciplines and you feel awkward and your hands cramp or it feels clumsy, or you have to be reminded, wait, first I do this, then I do that, and then I do the next thing. Because trying new things isn't about being expert. It's about sort of learning the new rhythms. And to learn the rhythm, it takes time and it takes practice and it takes patience and grace for yourself and for others. So once again, I would challenge you. Try something new. Maybe it's prayer, maybe it's fasting, maybe it's Sabbath, maybe it's Lectio Divina, maybe it's Bible study, maybe it's something altogether different, maybe it's stepping out in a new way, and maybe at first it's gonna feel clumsy, maybe you're gonna have to count each one, maybe you're gonna have to pull out because you didn't quite do it right, so you have to start that one over so that you can fix it and begin again. And you know what? That's good. It's part of our humanity. It's how we learn and how we grow. Good luck and take care, friends.